the title goes for community leadership, and that's what she has done. She really has led by example. Leads a team of 75 volunteers, 30 on the helpline, 45 on logistics. I could go on. She has to multitask, she has to engage with the community to get funds in, apply for grants, etc. But the main thing is massively leads by example. So I am so proud to say that one of the two worthy winners this year, Sam Gilchrist. Hey! So many congratulations. Thoroughly well done.
Could we get a photograph of Sam?
I did not see that photograph. And as soon as he said 75 volunteers, I thought, oh, there's a clue. I really did not see that coming. I've never ever had an award in my entire life. So this really does mean a lot to me, because I absolutely love Hexham. And I can only accept this on, you know exactly what I'm going to say, don't you? I can only accept this on behalf of every single person that supports West Northumberland Food Bank. So it's every single volunteer that we've had over the years. There must be hundreds. It's for every single person that puts a tin of beans in the donation point. It's for that little girl who did a lemonade stall a few months ago, she's only 5, to raise awareness for the food bank. It's for every single person that gives us £5 a month, and all of our staff, and all of our churches and community groups, because the team that you see at work, the staff and the volunteers, that's not just the team. The team is every single person in this room that's ever given us anything, and all the wider community. Because what we've done at West Northumberland Food Bank, I think, is a wonderful example of what happens when a community comes together, and they do it because they care about each other. And that's, as Penny said before, we would grind to a halt without volunteers. So thank you, Neil, and thank you, Mayor and Deputy Mayor, and everybody else that if there was a vote. I want to thank you all very much. Really quite blown away. Thank you. Thank you, Andrew.
Yes, well done. And now I'd like to introduce our Mayor, Derek Kennedy, who is going to give the second award for the Honorary Bailiff and Steward.
Thank you. So the Honorary Bailiff and Steward was brought in over 20 years ago now, and there's many Honorary and Bailiff and Stewards who are actually sitting around this table. And you know, being a steward is really important, but being a bailiff, they can come and kick your doors in, and you know, they've got the honour of doing that. But no. So the Honorary Bailiff and Steward, it was brought in, as I said, over 20 years ago, and it's to really identify and reflect those people who work in our community, who do it for the love of the town, who do it for the love of the people. So the next person has been a person who has gave so much to this town, touched so many lives in this town, particularly young girls as they have come through brownies and guides. So this person has spent over 50 years as a volunteer in that community of girls and brownies, and you know, really sort of helping people through. And you know, it must be amazing to have, you know, all that contact with young people as you see them grow up and go through your you know, through your organisation. So I would like to introduce you all and bring up to the front Thelma Brown. trainee guide, which is so good, this Claire. Claire is the dog, the trainee guide dog that's been brought up. But like Felmar is an amazing person who's just done so much for all our communities, and even doing this with guide dogs as well. So congratulations, Felmar. Well done.
Invited here, but I did not expect anything like this. I know I've run brownies and gowns for nearly 50 years, but and about 30 in Hexham. But I totally enjoyed it, and because I'm now getting on in life, I decided I had to finish and let the younger ones get on. So I do other things as well. I do riding for the disabled, and I know I know you know that as well. So I just enjoy doing what I do, and I can't say I miss guides, but I miss the children. Yes, that might be easier.
The dog's not in the picture, Penny.
That's a shame.
Do you want one with the dog as well?
Yes.
Yeah.
Sharp biscuits or something. Lovely. Well done. Now I'm going to hand you over to the Mayor, who you've already met, who is going to do some dances and tell some jokes.
First mime. Thank you. As previously said, Hexham is all about community. I think that's its strongest point, and one thing that we've really played on. I recall, when I was made mayor 5 years ago, which seems a long time ago. We were just coming out of COVID. And Hexham, its strength of being a community town, where people integrate and really work together. Because COVID had separated us all and kept us in our own houses where people weren't sort of intermingling and working as an organisation, I think Hexham was affected worse than probably most towns because we lost our mojo. So that was the first thing we did. Time, I always think life timing is everything. The election happened just after the end of the COVID lockdowns, and we got a community within Hexham Town Council that was willing to work together and really push this town and really focus on us to get back what we needed, which was to get people all together again and work as a community group. And that led to things like music at the bandstand, because it was a safe place to actually go. Be part of the community, but still breathe fresh air, not breathe over each other. And that largely helped to stimulate those ideas. But we've done some great things since then. We're really pushing forward. So we've got some really interesting things that we're going to do this year. The Seal Play Park is well tired. That was gifted to us by when there was the reorganisation of local government, so Tynedale district disappeared and the almighty Northumberland County Council, which covered all of the county, took over, and play parks were gifted to the towns, but obviously the liabilities as well. So, but we're conscious that the Seal Play Park is really tired, and one of the key things when there was election last year was the councillors wanted to see a big investment into that play park, and that's what we're going to do this year. So those plans are firmly afoot now, and that will be delivered in the next few months. So really look forward to that. Really expensive, but the kids love it because it's great. But you know, that's going to be one of our key deliverables of 2026. Also, one of the key things, and we kept this under wraps a bit, so I'm really delighted to sort of bring this out today. The lighting of the Hexham Abbey, everybody thinks that's paid for by the Hexham Abbey. To light the Hexham Abbey, it isn't. It's actually, it was a town council initiative many years ago to light the Abbey. You know, we used that as a backdrop to light the Abbey. And for a little town like Hexham, you know, you go to big cities and you see Edinburgh Castle lit up and all that. So for a little town, it was a pretty ambitious idea. And it's been a fantastic thing, but it looks very gloomy now. Those lights have extended way past their lifetime. So at this moment in time, Suzanne Fellis-Aker, who's done quite a lot of work on this as well, is that we are looking to replace those lights, and we're looking to get something magnificent. So we're looking to get LEDs, where we can do light shows, where we would be able to say set the Abbey on fire for Spook Night, where it can be covered in snow during the Christmas light switch on. So these are the really fantastic ideas. Very expensive, but I think the value from that will be huge for this town. You know, bring the attractions that we want for this town. You know, bring the visitors into the town and see that this town is a really happening place. I'll say this to Katie. I remember some years ago, because I'm very creative, I always thought a great thing for Hexham would be, its wording would be great past, bright future. So have a think about that. Isn't it? Because that's what I think Hexham is. You know, it's got a great past, a very rich and sometimes demonic past, but it's got a really interesting historical past. But our future is so bright. You know, it is so bright. So some of the things, you know, we're very proud of is the Christmas lights. You know, again this year, fantastic. You know, I just think we've done a fantastic job on those, and we're continuing to power those on. The lights in the park. You know, so many people go, why have you left those on? Because it's dark and it's miserable, and we wanted to try and light the place up, and you get so much depth of seeing that park instead of just seeing a black canvas that you can't see through. It gives you depth and light, and it really sort of gives us that contrast of, you know, of hope and light into the future. So you know, we've got the bandstand sessions will continue again this year. Penny's just announced to me that we are now going to get a big grant for the Bluegrass Festival, which she started, and it's now in its fourth year? Fourth year, it's going to be this fourth year. And that's a whole weekend, and just like so much big celebrations, and we have people from all over the country who come to that. So there's many great things happening. There's the Arts Town, of which we talked about. We know we really want to push forward on that. I don't think there is a definition of Arts Town, so I think we're making it up. But that gives you freedom, doesn't it? You know, so we call ourselves the first Arts Town in England. Who's to stop us? So, you know, sky's the limit, really, for us all. And of course, we're going to get the Antigone Centre. Oh no, we're not. Obviously, that will put a lot of effort into that, but I'm very disappointed we didn't get that. But you can see the ideas that we have. You know, we really want to push forward and really have an ambitious town council that's working together. And you know, without the help and support and your efforts as part of our community of volunteers and leaders who really push this town forward, you know, from town twinning, from all the other organisations, you know, this town would not be as rich as it is, you know, and it's really, you know, big thank you to all of you for all those efforts. You know, everybody adding just that little bit creates a huge amount, and that's what we're seeing in Hexham. I mean, the Chief Executive of Northumberland County Council. She keeps, you know, the time she comes into Hexham, she keeps saying it's really happening. She can really see, like, Hexham is a happening town. You know, and obviously she visits lots of other ones, and she says, you know, she can spot that things are really moving here. So, you know, we're going to keep up those efforts, keep moving forward. And you look at the high street as well, look at how many new small independent stores that have happened in the last few years. And that is a real measure of the health of this town, because if people are willing to take those types of risks, you know, and it is a big risk when you start a new business, and you know, it's just fantastic to see those businesses starting up, and you're seeing one after another. You're seeing the back street being turned into an arts back street, you know, and it's, you know, one after another sort of coming into play. So all looking good. Lots more to do. You know, there's still huge amounts of effort to do. You know, we've still got the bus station not being done, and various other the shambles has been done at last. It's nearly finished. You know, but there's other things we would like to do. You know, like the marketplace. You know, like people have got ideas about what the marketplace should be as opposed to being a car park, for example. But that's, you know, that may be another conversation in a couple of years' time. But there's so much to do and so much to make better for this town. But people get a great education, and it's just a lovely, warm feeling of a town. So well done, everybody. You've made the town a fantastic place. So thank you so much. We have, just because of last year, it was mentioned that it would be nice if people could write down, if they got any ideas, any thoughts. We've got some post-its and some pens, so if you got any ideas and thoughts, you just want to just jot them down, please do that. I'll hand back to Penny. I think you're going to talk about how people interact.
Yes. So that's the end of the formal stuff, but please don't hurry off. So there's tea and there's cake and there's lots of people to talk to. And I mean, what a great group of people.
Yeah.
And there's something it dawned on me just now that I want to say, and this is not in any way to aggrandise anybody, but the town council are volunteers too. We do not get paid for what we do. So we know what it's like to be a volunteer. And we should just all stop. It's stupid. No, you know, it's just, we all do as much as we possibly can. And that's the point, isn't it? That we all work together. I think what Katie said is so true, that we all do our own thing, but we all work together as well. And I think this is a demonstration of that. So let's celebrate it with tea and cake and great conversation. Thank you so much for coming.